Olori Tobi has blessed the Ile-Ife women. Yes, Olori Tobi has blessed them, and according to her, they have been taking sides all this while. Yes, they get to decide who they would support, who they would choose, and that has actually made them take sides over time. She is saying that they might feel she doesn't know what is happening, but she knows. Yeah, she knows every single thing. How they have been undecisive over time. All they do is follow Oluri, Naomi, and nothing more. Yes, my people. At this point, Olori Tobi will actually do whatsoever it is that she feels she can do to to leverage her in the palace, because as it is right now, um Oni does not care. He does not care about what people think, what people feel, or what people perceive about this thing. All he wants is the fact that his wives are under his control, but it is what Oni has not had in recent times. Yes, having his wives under his control is what has not happened for a very, very long time. So, how will the Oni be in charge and take total control of every single thing happening in the palace? So, my people, right now, as we speak, the Oni has finalized his divorce with Olori Toby Phillips, and from all indications, Toby is not happy about it. Yes, because all this while it has been a matter of we will do this, we will do this, we will do that, but yet nothing happens. It has just been something running in circles, and gradually, we have come to that point where the Oni has decided that whatsoever I say, I act on it. Yes, whatsoever I say, I act on it. And based on that note, it has just been one thing or the other that we cannot just categorically say that and this or the Oni did this. In fact, we cannot blame the Oni at any point of this, because with all that is happening, Toby has vigorously contributed to her downfall. Yes, Olori Toby has immensely contributed to her downfall, because right now, no matter what happens, Toby might want to be at her defense. Toby might want to tell everyone that she has repented, she wanted to stop, she wanted to do this, she wanted to, do this, but it still did not justify any of the things she has been doing all this while. Because remember when she went to Akure, there was something she said. She said it was much better for her to live the kind of life she wanted, knowing fully well that she had someone to compete with. Yes, because all of every single thing she was doing was to be in a competition with Olori Naomi, nothing more than that. So now that the competition has gone to an extent that these women themselves cannot even control it, what are they going to do? That is the big question on ground right now. The competition has exceeded the point where they cannot even they cannot even, in fact, them themselves cannot control it. This thing started like a joke. That's the most funny part of this whole thing. This thing started like a joke. From this joke, they became serious because Naomi kept on winning over and over again, and they became serious. And speaking about the women that Toby is blasting today, they have done nothing wrong. These women have just been a pure support over time in the palace, nothing more than that. Chikina, they have just been supportive mothers, because according to Toby, the last time these women stormed the palace in favor of Olori Naomi, she saw how they were doing it deliberately, like they have been paid to carry out the actions. And it is so wrong to say that about the women of Ilefe. Now, if you would want to say that about people, then look for other persons and say that about them. Because these women being supportive, they are supporting what their king wants. These are people who know what they want for themselves. These are people who know what the person who is their ruler wants. And the more you exude characters that does not make sense, the more things fall apart. And the wives the Ooni got married to, they didn't know. Yes, it is true that the woman of Ile-Ife has been very, very supportive of Olori Naomi. And truth be told, they have not been this supportive of another person in that palace. They have never ever been this supportive of another person in the palace. And categorically speaking, it is of no news. Yes, it is of no news that over time, every single thing that's been happening in the palace, these women have been cautioned about it. Because even if the Oni does not call them and tell them that you, this thing you are doing, I don't want you to do it again, there is a room to which the Oni does something to let these women know that what they are doing is not right. But as it is right now, we cannot just draw conclusions. Yes, because Tobi has now come out to call out this woman, and upon her calling them out, she is on an opinion that they have been taking sides for too long, and it is time that someone tells them to their face that this thing you people have been doing is wrong. That is what Tobi has been saying all this while, that what you people have been doing is wrong. Yes, she might see it as wrong, but Olori Naomi earned every single support she has gotten from this woman. Yes, she earned it. She earned every single thing called support. And today, one might look at it as, it is nothing, it is nothing. It is something, no, it is something. Yes, absolutely, it is something. Because if you'd want to look at these things in a more critical manner, you understand that these women have done themselves more harm than good. Yes, they have categorically done themselves more harm than good. Because from what we all have been seeing in recent times, you would get to that point of realization that every single thing that has been happening in the palace seem like a staged activity to these women. To them, it is fun. To them, it is just something that they do as a regular activity. But what of the Oni? Does he find it to be a regular activity? That is what these women that is what these women are failing to understand. Yes, they are really, really failing to understand this part. So, my people, as it is right now, no matter what happens to Olori Tobi, no matter what goes down, Olori Tobi Olori Tobi should know that every single thing happening in the palace, they have contributed immensely to it. Yes, they all have contributed immensely to it. Because if the only left alone, the only would have a way to handle his wives. But his wives woke up one morning and started proving to him that we are people you cannot handle, we are people you cannot control, we are people that cannot